false confidence, it's not only a real thing, it is so damn sneaky. It even sneaks up on me, and I'm the one teaching you about this. Let me tell you what happened to me this morning. I woke up, and it is our daughter Sawyer's 25th birthday today, and I knew we were going to be recording this episode, and so I got up really early today because I wanted to be awake before she got up, and I wanted to surprise her with having a big birthday playlist playing, when she came down the stairs, because we stayed up late last night, and we assembled this huge balloon arch, and we had all these decorations downstairs that she was going to walk down to. And so my alarm goes off. I immediately get out of bed. I walk into the bathroom. I turn off my alarm because my phone is never near the bed. And so I immediately went to my phone, and I looked on the Find a Person app, and I was like, oh my God, she's out in the woods about 2 miles away with my husband, Chris. I could see that they had gone for a big hike in the morning. And you want to know what? Boom! False confidence slides right in. Ooh, Mel, you've got time. You don't have to be up this early. You could go back to sleep. It was like a siren calling me to the sea. And I found myself hypnotized by this false confidence as I'm like, ooh, yeah, she's already seen the decorations. I have time. I could climb into that bed and I could open up my Spotify app and I could start to put together a birthday song playlist because I have time and I would rather be in my bed right now. And so I put a hand on the top of the bed and I pull back the sheets and I go climb into the bed and I start to put my feet in. And then all of a sudden I'm like, doing? What are you doing, Mel? You are not person A. You are not going to sit here and rot in this bed. You are person B. You made a decision to get up. Get out of here, false confidence. Shut up. Go away. And let me tell you something. I hopped out of that bed, and thank God I did. Because after I hopped out of the bed, I walked into the kitchen, and all of a sudden my phone updated, and I saw the tracker, and oh my God, she was halfway up the driveway. Thank God I didn't get back in bed because I would have missed the moment. I had just enough time to cue up Katy Perry's birthday song and have it blasting so that when she walked into the room after the walk, I was like, ready, game on, let's go. And I'm telling you this why. You're not a robot and neither am I. False confidence is a cognitive bias. It is hardwired in your brain and it is so sneaky. Oh my God. It is always going to be there around the alarm. It will always be there. I want you to expect it because this is the power of a decision. You override false confidence with the decision that you make to get up when the alarm rings. I want you to be person B because I want your life to be easier. And hard decisions in the moment make your life easier in the long run. And hard decisions in the morning when the alarm rings makes you feel incredible for the rest of the day. And boy, oh boy, do I wish I knew this decades ago. Because I rotted my life away in a dorm room and during law school and in my 20s and my 30s and part of my 40s because I did not know this information. So please, please, please take time to share this with the people that you love. Do not stare at your phone. Instead, get outside as soon as possible and get exposure to natural light before you saturate yourself with the artificial light and the crap on social media that's on your phone. And let's start with the common sense reason why this matters, and then we're going to jump into the deeper science. So let's go back to person A and person B. Remember person A? That's our snoozer. That's our bed rotter. That's our person that is wasting 4 hours a week, just hitting the snooze button. That's the person that's making this major mistake. And person B, the person who doesn't feel like it, but 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gets out of bed when the alarm rings. In this scenario, I want you to get natural light before artificial light, okay? Let's talk about person A and person B. Person A, based on the research, is 89% of the human beings on this planet. Within 10 minutes of waking up, You are staring at your phone. And so I want you to just visualize this. Okay. I want you to imagine somebody who has finally gotten out of bed. This is person A. And as you watch them, what do they have in their hand? They have their phone. And what are they doing with their phone? Oh, they are just staring at their phone. Their neck is cranked down. They might even be laying in bed looking at their phone. They're drinking their coffee looking at their phone. They're walking around and brushing their teeth looking at their phone. They're staring at their phone. They're watching the lives of influencers and celebrities. They're replying to emails to their boss while they're in their underwear. They're brushing their teeth as they're checking on the headlines in the news. That's person A. Now, person B, notice what they're doing. They've gotten up when the alarm rings. They've turned off the alarm on their phone. And they've either set their phone down and walked out of the room, or they've put it in their pocket and they've done something interesting. They walked outside. And you see person B sitting on the porch. They're listening to the birds, or maybe you see them taking a short walk around the block. They're getting natural light exposure, not saturation from their phone. They're just present in the moment. And let's go back to logic and common sense. Who's making the better decision? Person A, who's mainlining artificial light and social media? Or person B, who's taking a moment to get natural light exposure and to be outside for a minute? Which person would you hire? Which person would you want to date? Which person do you wish you were? If you had to place $1,000 bet on who is going to have a better day, who's going to feel better, where would you put your money? Obviously, it's person B. You're a smart cookie. Common sense tells both of us that the person who gets exposure to natural light is way better off than the person who just saturated their brain with artificial light and all of the garbage that is on their phone. See, person B is making a decision that is empowering. Person B is making a decision that puts them in control. And person B is also making a decision that has extraordinary benefits for your mental health, for your physical health, for brain functioning. It helps you sleep better at night. And look, I know I'm being harsh around person A. You want to know why? Because I have been person A. For most of my life, I've been person A. And the thing that's crazy about this habit, right? And this decision that you make in the morning to look at your phone first thing, it is literally the first thing that you're looking at, is that you know it's not good for you. And if you are one of the many small business owners or entrepreneurs who listen to this podcast, I know you're person A. Because your business is your phone. Or if you're a high schooler or a college student or a graduate student, I also know that you're person A because you have grown up literally in a world where the phone has been in your hand and it is your relationships. And I get it. It used to be me too. But I want to come back to the power of your decisions. This is a moment that has a huge impact on how you feel and on your life and on your brain every single morning. And you're in control of this decision. And so I'm not just going to appeal to logic and common sense here with you. Because this decision to not look at my phone and instead to make it a priority every single morning to get outside and get exposure to natural light for just a minute or two. That's all that it takes, instead of saturating myself with artificial light and artificial information and artificial emergencies and priorities. This has been a game changer. It has made me more successful, more productive, happier. It makes me feel like I am in control, which is why it makes me feel incredible. And it's going to make you feel incredible too. And there are two reasons why. The first one is your attention. When you make the decision every morning to get natural light exposure, instead of saturating your brain with all of this artificial information that is on your phone, you maintain control of your attention. Just stop and think about this. If you look at your phone, what's on your phone? It's things that influencers want you to buy. It's the lifestyles of celebrity. It's headlines that news organizations want you to pay attention to and to get upset about. It is emails and emergencies from work that are not important at this very moment. The second that you look at your phone, all of that artificial information goes to the front of the line in your brain. You just gave away, without even thinking about it, the most important commodity that you have, which is your attention. I want you to make a decision to own your attention. And the way that you do that is you prioritize natural light and you do not have your phone on you. Because when you step outside and you awaken your five senses, even if you're just standing on the porch, even if you just walk around the block, even if you just stick your head out a window, for crying out loud, your senses come alive. You have a chance to take a breath. You warm into the day. It boosts your mood. It allows you to think for a second and get present about what matters to you. You're putting yourself first by making the decision to not saturate yourself with artificial light and artificial information that doesn't matter. If you are so tired of never having time for yourself or always coming last or feeling like you wake up into an emergency or that you're always putting out fires, this one decision will change your life, because it is a major mistake to begin your day by saturating yourself with artificial life and artificial information, because you have just lost the battle for attention with that singular mistake. That's reason number one, that this changed my life and it makes me feel incredible. Reason number two has to do with the science around circadian rhythms. We've had multiple experts on the Mel Robbins podcast talk about how getting natural light exposure first thing in the morning signals to your internal clock, your circadian rhythm, that it is time to wake up, which also signals when you go to sleep. No kidding. Getting natural light exposure first thing in the morning helps you sleep better at night, because it is part of you stimulating the circadian rhythm in your brain. That is why this is such a powerful, powerful decision that will make you feel incredible. And sure enough, I told you that our daughter was out taking a walk with Chris this morning. My husband Chris, and I take a walk almost every single morning. I was not with them this morning because I was planning a little surprise. But when I saw them, I said, so how do you feel after taking the walk? And sure enough, she reported exactly what the research says. When you get outside and you expose yourself to natural light and you start your day without the artificial light and the artificial information, you allow yourself to get present. What do you feel? You're going to be in a better mood. You're going to be more present. You're going to feel more in control. You're going to be more energized. You're going to be calm. You're going to be clearer about your priorities. You're going to feel like you've put yourself first. And that's exactly what the research says you will feel, which is why when you make the decision each and every morning to step into the natural light, you will feel incredible. False confidence. It's killing your mornings. I'm serious about this. False confidence is showing up in 3 places every single morning. And it's very sneaky, by the way.